Welcome to Talking Trash. Please join us with a continuation of the PERM trade show and talking about household hazardous waste.
And it's not just how much trash we generate, it's also the kind of trash that we generate. We're going to do a little bit of talking today about household hazardous waste. And we put this kind of silly graphic in the presentation because when you hear the word household hazardous waste or those words, it kind of makes you think of products that you would need a Tyvek suit or big heavy gloves to handle. And the truth is we all have hazardous waste in our home. Here's a nice little abridged list. This is just a few of the items. Paint stains, varnishes, bug spray, oven cleaner, fluorescent light bulbs. This is all stuff that we have in our homes.
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Fingernail polish remover.
It's all hazardous waste. And what that means is we really need to be cautious about how we're disposing of those items. If we're dumping them down the drain or putting them in the trash or dumping them on the ground, we're creating pollution, air, water, and soil pollution. So we need to be very careful with how we're disposing of these items, which is why both Becker County and Otter Tail County have household hazardous waste programs, and Sandy's going to tell you a little bit about those.
Great programs. Well, one of our main focuses is to let people know that these products, is it a good idea to improperly dispose of it, just throw it in the trash or throw it out behind the garage? No, we have programs that actually manage that waste properly. It actually, those chemicals, if you were to have any of these chemicals that just mentioned, and you threw it in the garbage or threw it out behind your garage, let's say, if it gets into the water system, you dump it in the ground, it gets into the aquifers. Where do we get our water? From the aquifers. So we want to make sure we protect that water in a real responsible way by bringing these type of products into our household hazardous waste facilities. We have facilities both in Otter Tail and Becker counties. We also do mobile collections in Becker County and Otter Tail County. But even beyond bringing those products to a hazardous waste facility, we want to make sure that you manage those things properly in your own home. These products aren't bad necessarily to buy, but we want you to be cognizant of where are you storing them. If you buy them, where do you store them? We want to make sure that you store them not in a cabinet unlocked or where little children can get to them. We want to make sure that you put them in a cabinet that's locked or high up away from children's reach. We don't want any children getting into them.
Or pets.
Or pets, yeah. So we want you to use it properly, and we want you to store it properly, and we want you to dispose of it properly. And disposing of it properly is bringing it to a household hazardous waste facility.
We do mobile collections, so we take out our big truck and we go to the little communities, and we pick up hazardous waste throughout the summer. And we have collection schedules that are out that tell you when we're coming to your community. We do come to Perham every summer. In fact, this last summer we had 100 more participants in the city of Perham than we had the last year. So the word is out there and people are being responsible. They're stepping up to the plate and doing what they need to do to properly dispose of hazardous waste, not just for environmental reasons, but as Sandy said, for health reasons too. And one thing we wanted to mention is that items that are in good condition that come into the facility are actually set out for reuse as well. So when you come in to drop your stuff off, you can come in and take stuff too, and it's free. We have a lot of good paint that comes into our facility, and we have a lot of groups that'll come in, Boy Scouts, maybe they have a birdhouse building project, they'll come in and get paint.
Can I just point something out?
Yes.
What I think is so interesting about our reuse program in both counties is that I always have thought about how much it saves a county as far as our county residents. It saves us a lot of money by people coming in and using product. Saves us, we figure in Becker County, about $5,000 by people using the usable product. But I have had probably 100 people remind me last year how much it saves them.
Yeah.
So we could probably at least double that. I had several people say, you saved me $1,500 last year by all the stuff I got here with its automotive product and cleaners and all kinds of things. So it's green again, this kind of green. We're saving in so many different ways. It's a great program.
Win-win.
It's win-win-win.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. And the next thing we'll talk about is the second tier in the waste hierarchy, reuse.